Hour dry?
Huh? No.
Does 6 plus 2 equal 12?
I don't think so.
Is Oprah the queen of Zamunda?
No.
Is Zamunda a country?
Yes.
Does this make sense?
No. It don't make sense.
Hey everybody, we back. It don't make sense. It's another episode. It's Cory, Ballad.
It's Shung the Loom.
And it's Marc Lit.
Alright, and today we're gonna do something different. And I'm gonna hand the floor over to Mr. Lit. And he's gonna lead the discussion.
I just wanted to talk about this, I guess, because I feel like I like style, and people always, commenting on what I have on or what I'm wearing or the way I dress, it just pulled me out myself to sit up here and kind of look at myself and how I dress and why do I dress the way I dress, And I was just sitting there thinking, like, where do I get my style and taste from? And, stuff I look at and who I guess I look at for style, And as I was just looking at the different people, I guess, like maybe Future, maybe Pharrell, and it's like those people I kind of look at when I look at like taste and like the way I dress and stuff like that. Because I like the fedoras, Future, he wears those and whatnot, and then I like the little urban professionalism that Pharrell brings into the world. Like I like that. I kind of look at that when I'm putting together an outfit or I'm putting together what I'm gonna wear. So like those kind of fire people, I would say I look at when I'm, dressing or whatever. But, like, as I was doing my research, I was just looking at how hip-hop has changed over the time from the jumpsuits, that Rick James would wear and stuff like that to, like, how they went to the baggy jeans and the big T-shirts and everything. It's just, It's crazy. It's crazy how how time has changed and everything, I kind of had some questions for y'all, just wondering, because like I said, I kind of look at Future maybe for real when I look at who I guess look at for when I'm trying to find some taste. And I was just wondering, like, who you guys look at when y'all trying to, put together an outfit.
Okay. Well, first of all, don't be shameful of who influenced you to dress. You know what I'm saying? Never. But on that note, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I think sometimes it causes me to be in between. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was mentioning how hip hop affects you or whatever. Because I'm a hip hop artist myself. You know what I'm saying? So my influences, as well as on the music side, kind of is the same with the dress. You know what I'm saying? So it's like modern day. You know what I'm saying? When I'm listening to who the modern, you know what I'm saying, rappers or whatever, the style, whatever with the dress, you know what I'm saying, some of it is appealing to me, some of it is kind of like, why, you know what I'm saying, the same thing from back in the gap, you know what I'm saying, with some of the stuff that they was wearing that I wouldn't put on, but it's some that's like, yeah. But ask your question again, I just had to state that.
I was saying, like, who you feel like you in between then, Shun? Like who you feel like, inspire you the most when you putting together something? Who you could say you resemble? What hip hop artist you feel like you resemble when you putting together your tops and then your pants and your shoes or whatnot? From your headwear to down to your shoes, your footwear.
Depending on, you know what I'm saying, what day it is and how I feel, you know what I'm saying, maybe even occasion for that matter, you know what I'm saying, because like my normal wear is a hoodie and some jeans or a hoodie and some, you know what I'm saying, sweats, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
So like I guess, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time I'll be on some grown man, you know what I'm saying, attire like Diddy or something, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I rock something like Diddy or like the vest and, you know what I'm saying, a polo, you know what I'm saying, like Jada, you know what I'm saying, he might put on a vest and maybe a polo or something, and you know what I'm saying, might rock a skull cap with it, like that, do that fit? Probably not, but you know what I'm saying, that's why when you say hip hop influences the way, you know what I'm saying, it's like the way you dress is hip, like Like right now, for example, like I got on the hoodie or whatever and the skull cap. But yesterday, I wore something a little different, you know what I'm saying? Joggers, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So that's a little bit more now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know what I'm saying, I guess the younger generation, they wearing stuff like that. I don't really know who to say influences because, you know what I'm saying, I haven't really picked up some of them, you know what I'm saying? I look at like, when I see stuff like Young Thug and you know what I'm saying, then some of these dudes wearing like tights and stuff like that, that's foolish. But then at the same time, when I look at Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, he might have on, you know what I'm saying, he got on his little truck fit or whatever, skinny jeans. Might not necessarily wear no skinny jeans, but I will wear some straight legs with, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and got on some Adidas, you know what I'm saying. And guess what? You know, that's Run DMC right there, so that's influence, but I'm not about to have the big laces. I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, the regular laces. That's just me.
So you a little bit of everywhere then.
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah. Why you think I said it like that? Adidas. That's, you know what I'm saying, how they used to say it back in the day. But
Yeah. I don't know if I would say. I would probably say it would probably be people that were in the 90s or something, because I haven't been really paying attention to rap. The rappers of today, so you know, I haven't been watching any videos or anything like that in the rap world to see what people are wearing. You know, people around me are wearing, you know, different things, but I kind of don't pay attention to that. I kind of just wear whatever's comfortable to me. So I'm more influenced by the 90s. I like wearing probably hoodies a lot, or, you know, just regular jeans or sweatpants a lot or something like that. You know, I don't really buy into trends, so I just do me.
Yeah, I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I know, and then I want to take off what Shun said, because he said you're a little bit everywhere. Because, like, most of the styles that we have today, I honestly, like, when I was looking up stuff, the way it described it, which I can agree with what was being said. Most of the styles today are kind of just like a mixture of all the old styles. Like the joggers, they kind of, you know, resemble like the big the balloon pants or whatever, like,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
people was wearing when they was candy touch this.
Yeah.
You know,
Hammer pants?
you know, most of those like the jogger hammer pants. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name, but they resemble like the hammer pants and stuff like
What
that.
are joggers?
And then even like
That I was wearing yesterday.
I don't
you
want
said
you-
what are joggers?
Yeah.
They're like jogging pants, but they around the ankle they get a little bit tighter or whatever, and then like, you know, towards like the thighs and everything, it's a little bit more space, kind of like the hammer pants, but they just not as flamboyant or whatnot. Now they do have some joggers that, you know, they get a little bit closer to that type of style, but they just not as like the hammer pants, like they was like really blown up at the thigh area. You know, the joggers, they not as much blown up. They look a little bit more.
They're more fitted.
It's not tight, but it's more fitted. You know, and because of that, because it's not as baggy or whatever, then a lot of times people be like, oh, like sometimes, because I remember, I ain't gonna lie, when they first came out, you know, I was looking like, oh, are those guys or are those girls? You know what I'm saying? Clothes. And I ain't know for sure, because I said it's a little bit more tighter. Now, it won't fit tight. It may not look like it's tight, but it just fits you not as baggy or not as loose as, you know, as most clothes and whatnot. But they comfortable, you know. And then I think they keep you a little bit more warm, because at the bottom they keep in the heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because they don't flare out, keep in the heat and whatnot. You know, so. But for the most part, I feel like all the styles and everything, they just kind of came back. Because, like, when you look back at like everything that people was wearing, like back in the day, like maybe like jumpsuits and stuff like that. A lot of times you catch people wearing those and whatnot and everything. Cause like Run DMC, that's what they were, like the Adidas jump tracksuits and everything. And like for the most part, you may catch people that may boot wearing them, stuff like that. But it's like it's all coming back, like the chains and stuff like that and all that. And then maybe even the leather. Like now you catching people wearing leather. Like I remember when Eddie Murphy wore a whole leather suit and Raw. Like that's an old style. But you got people wearing these leather joggers or these leather suits and stuff like that, because it's like it's coming back. And that's all the whole thing. I got kind of interested when I was looking at stuff up, because I'm like, a lot of these styles, we putting them back off. Like I don't remember when I was in high school seeing or when I was in high school, but like maybe my middle school years, people weren't wearing bucket hats. You know what I'm saying? But now you got everybody doing the LL and wearing bucket hats and everything. Putting them back out. So just all the styles, they just coming back. Even the jerseys and stuff like that. You got people wearing them all back out. And like it's like this era is just the most varietized. Like it has so many different styles. All the other eras, they was just kind of one style was depicted. But like this era is just a lot of styles all grouped together and thrown in at once. So I feel like our era is just. It's great because it's so many styles and so many things that you could do, from the comfortable wear to, being flashy, wearing the jewelry and stuff like that, to just whatever,
Yep. And it like it all depends on the person or whatever, in they style or AKA swag or however you want to put it, because everybody can't pull off every little, thing. Like me, I guess I would say I'm more of a true religion person. So, like on the note of like which one would you wear, like trues or whatever, like on the jeans side or whatever, or would you revert to, well, not revert to, a go to, skinny pants or joggers or whatever. I would wear a little bit of both, but I'm just saying, like, like it's based on the person's style, because everybody don't, they can't pull it off, but they still put it on.
You mentioned go ahead.
Go ahead, Cory.
What were you? Oh, you mentioned Big Shun. Something interesting. I thought you specifically named true religions as if they were a type of jean.
Yeah.
Can we talk about name brands, because that's a brand of jeans, so
okay,
it's not a specific type. Like, what do you think is the influence of wearing a specific name brand clothes?
A certain art, like he said, a certain artist that you like more. You know what I'm saying? Like when people were seeing probably, 2 Chainz and Future, rocking stuff like that, they probably was like, oh, them look hard. You know what? I don't think I'm about to go get me a pair of Dang. They see the price that's what they say Dang to. But I'm still get me some. You know what I'm saying? Because they favorite artists or the artist that they listening to at that moment. You know what I'm saying? They rocking them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they might. You know what I'm saying? Like if he said like a certain thing that he said in this thing that he do on a daily basis or whatever, and if somebody see like, okay, if he said, well, I got green or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and I got this whatever that he drinking, and then he said a type of clothes that he putting on, you know what I'm saying, that person sitting there like, dang, I got both of them too. I need to, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to rock out like him. I'm about to have what he said in his cup or whatever, because I already got that, and then now I'm finna put on the same, you know what I'm saying, pair of jeans or whatever. So he influenced him because of what he said.
Why? Oh.
What was you about to say, Lit?
I kind of was about to say the same thing, that a lot of times it's the fashion style, they come from, whatever the artist, like artists, they do wear stuff, but like a lot of times people don't look up, or at least I know I don't stay in touch with watching like videos and stuff like that. I may listen to music and everything more so than I watch video. Nowadays, people probably watch videos more instead of listening and stuff like that, they see what they actually have on.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Because, you know, a lot of times, like, truths or whatever, you hear people rapping about that and everything. Even like, it's just from what you hear. Like, I know when I was growing up or whatever, like, people stop wearing heel figure as much because, you know, the stuff that was being said. But not only that, I never forget the one song Lil Wayne said. He was like, Polo, fuck that heel figure. Yeah. And then it was like, you know, people was like, oh, dang, like, you know, let me start wearing some Ralph Lauren. I have to start wearing some Polo a little bit more because Lil Wayne said it, you know? And so people was just like, you know, I wanna wear what, you know, what Wayne said. So people started wearing some more Polo than they would heel figure. I still got friends that wear heel. It's just, when you hear your certain favorite artist saying certain things, you kind of, sometimes it's even subconscious. Sometimes you don't know you're doing it. But you may just look like, oh, should I get this? Should I get that?
Yeah, that's the same thing with what I was saying, like about the drink or whatever. Because the same thing, like when people used to drink Cristal or whatever, like Jay-Z was saying that a lot. He would say Cristal, and people, I want to go get some of that. But then when they were saying what they were saying about that, like how you said heel figure, then they start switching over. That's when people start creating, and just like, oh, okay. So it's the same thing with fashion, food as well. That's crazy. Hip hop music, period. You know, it ain't just hip hop that influence. Because that's just like if I see somebody wearing some like Vans or whatever, most likely they either watching somebody that's skating, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody who influencing them in the music that they listening to where like Wayne said, skinny pants and some Vans, flat out. That was influenced, and you got a lot of people to do that.
Yeah. I had another question. I was wondering what not. Because you were saying, like, shoes. And I know, like, people ain't always been wearing them. But, because I remember, like, coming up or whatever. Like, because even now, I don't wear jeans as much. Like, I have, like, some chinos or some joggers or maybe some cargos. Like, my attire doesn't just jeans nowadays or whatnot, but it was just I was just wondering or whatever, like with certain people how stuff changed, because like Dickies was, you know, people still wear Dickies, but I remember when Dickies was like hot, you know.
Yeah, I do.
And it's just like, you know, we had Snoop wearing Dickies, and NWA, they would wear Dickies and the snapbacks and, you know, fitted caps and stuff like that.
That's funny.
And so it was just certain things I was just, go ahead.
That's funny that you said Snoop though, because I was just watching something of his or whatever, and he said like the music he was saying is so can't even say the word right now. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't.
His music influenced folks so well to the point where he got off the plane in LAX or whatever, and everybody he seen was in a lowrider and had on a khaki suit, like you just said. And this is recent, and they still rocking it.
Yeah.
It's still influenced.
So I was just wondering, so I was gonna bring up, I guess, some clothes or whatever, like y'all, you know, say who else you agree with? Alright, so fitted caps or snapbacks?
Fitted cap. I would rock a fitted cap any day. But
okay.
Oh,
go right ahead.
Yeah.
You said
fitted cap. Yeah, a fitted cap. That's funny because, you know, when we were growing up, you know, snapbacks were not, you wearing a snapback, oh, you know.
Yeah, you would get roasted.
You're not fashionable or whatever. So I guess that's always still in me. I guess that's old about me. Like, you know, why is everybody wearing snapbacks or talking about snapbacks? Snapbacks is not what to wear, but...
And guess what?
What?
The thing what he was talking about with music and influencing the dress, they made that song, Snapback and Tattoos. As soon as they did that, Everybody start rocking snapbacks and getting more tattoos if they ain't got none. Well, not everybody, but most people.
Not most people.
What you said, a lot.
A lot of people. A number of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say though. That's the only reason I brought that up. Cause that's what I was gonna say. Like that song came out and everything, a lot of people started, rocking those a little bit more and everything. And then even like now you got the song Leggings and Heels came out, and all you really see, like you go on college campus.
Yep.
Females, they wear nothing but leggings with everything. Like that's all you see.
It's
like it's almost a song to match up with everything that's happening. You know.
It made me and one of my homeboys start. We should have made it a song. Somebody if they ain't made it like you said, or if they whatever, we just make this song like I love leggings because of the love of looking at a female in some leggings. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But you right. It makes them, and it kind of makes you like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'm gonna go get me a pair of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you see the video or if you heard it, what is those? Like it was what is some shoes? I'm gonna tell you in a second. I had to look them up because I didn't know what they were. You know what I'm saying? So I had to look them up. I can't remember what they was called. Well, whatever they was called, I had looked them up and I was like, okay. So I didn't, cause I looked the word up, trying to like, what is those? And I was like, oh, okay, that's what they are. They are. You know what I'm saying? I might have to find some one day, or if I see them, like, them go hard. I might find me some.
If you remember it, say it, cause I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of the dang shoes, cause when I say it, you will know what I'm talking about too. Giuseppe's.
I know I would.
Giuseppe's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I didn't know what it was. I had to look at it. I'm like, okay, what is that? I'm gonna have to look them up.
And then, like, how, now this, I want to compare these, but I mean, it's kind of, I feel like, well, I guess you can, because it is types of forces. But I feel like, I don't know, most people gonna say J's. So I was gonna say forces with J's.
J's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Cory?
Well, most of the Jordans that I've ever had, they hurt my feet, so I don't really like them that much. So
I guess me being, for one, a Chicago Bull fan, you know what I'm saying, and then two, I've always wore Jordans, and then I recently in my teen years, maybe when I was probably like 16 or 17 or something, I started rocking Nikes, period, and other shoes besides Jordan. So I was like, okay, and I like the forces. Like, I've been seeing them, but I was saying, nah, I'm getting me some J's instead. I just finally started wearing them.
Excuse me, yeah. When I was a teenager, I tried to be hip and try to start wearing Jordans. Everybody was wearing Jordans. But I could, I never had any money to get any Jordans. When I finally got some money to get Jordans, they hurt my feet. So I'm like, no, not really. So I'm good.
Hey, I ain't bought a pair of Jordans in a couple of years, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think the last time I bought some was 2012. So that's a long time ago. I've been switching up on them. You know what I'm saying? My new thing, I had switched over. It would be normally to be them flat shoes, like Converses or whatever. But anyway.
Okay. And the reason I bring that up, because even with those, Nelly made songs for both of them. J's, when he was like, you done stepped on my J's, get that song. And then everybody know Air Force Ones when he came out with that, because everybody was copping them then. Everybody was wearing them. The black ones, the white ones, the high top, the low top. It's like everybody. And now they got even different, they got different styles, of course, it's not, it's coming out and whatnot. So it's like,
yeah.
That was just, I feel like when he came out with that song, it's like everybody. I feel like Nelly, though, he a big influence on a lot of stuff, like with grills. Like you got people wearing grills or whatever now again, people going to be like, hey, I'm trying to get me a grill. And when he came out that song, everybody was trying to rock him,
Yeah.
So I feel like he didn't came out with a couple of songs that, made people influence. And then just even watching the videos, with them wearing the big T-shirts and stuff like that. And, MIYT came out.
He had folks.
So, I feel like he was real big influential.
He had folks wearing Band-Aids and stuff or whatever. Like, dang, this dude is really influenced. Y'all wearing Band-Aids? Y'all niggas crazy.
Yeah, Nelly was very...
Yeah.
He was an influential guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's an influential fashion person, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Them franchise boys got the rocking the white tees.
Alright, and I had some other questions for y'all. Some of the questions I was wondering about was I had like a list of fads that like has it down, and so some of the fads I'm gonna name on here or the fashion styles that they have are like Tim's, bandanas, starter jackets.
Maybe.
I wasn't done. Starter jackets, hair picks, and also windbreakers and sweatshirts. Like, so I was wondering, like, what stuff do y'all feel like aren't still in style? It's some stuff on I see that I just didn't bring up because I feel like they not in style. Like, they had lugs on here. They had Carl Connie, which is like the...
What's Carl Connie?
Like stuff like that. Now, Carl Connie, it's like it's like basically it's the big jackets that they would wear or whatever, like
a pullover.
Basically, it's a style. It's like a style.
Like bubble coats or something.
Yeah, like they got that, but it's a name brand. But like the stuff that they fashion in. Like,
but I'm trying to figure out how they look though. Were they like those bubbly coats?
Yeah, they have some of those. That's what I'm saying. Let me show you real quick. They have some of those. And then they had like
oh yeah, okay. The varsity jackets, fool. You should have just said that.
So jackets without sleeves?
Oh, okay.
Jackets without sleeves?
Yeah. But they got some with sleeves too. But it's like the big coats and stuff like that. And
that looked like
a
big coats. Okay.
Never mind. That looked like a varsity jacket. That's why I say yeah. That's still cool.
No, they got some of them. They got some, but it's like the name brand. I don't think nobody. To me.
I see sometimes. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I said varsity jacket. Cause I'm like, when you showing me that, I'm like, them alright. Not too many people still wear them. You know what I'm saying? It depends on once again.
But like some of those styles, I was just wondering, what do y'all feel? Y'all feel like some of those are still in style? What ones do y'all feel like they should?
Go ahead. What do you?
Because the list that I'm looking at, this list is like saying the stuff that hasn't died down or never will die down.
Okay.
Because they've been in style.
And that first thing,
which I can agree with, like Tim's and Forces.
Yeah, them is still good. Tim's, Forces,
yeah,
they still good. People still somewhat rock starter jackets. It depends on what it is. Like for example, a lot of stuff I've been seeing, like me per se, when I look at my Facebook and I see starter jackets, they be basketball teams, you know what I'm saying? So people still rocking their sports team, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. If it's like a plain starter jacket, it might be dead, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a sports team, it's possible, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to be rocking it. But I got a pair of Timbs, and yeah, I still rock them to this day.
So I feel like it's you're asking. Well, I feel like it's saying like these things they're in actuality not fads. Really, they're like an integral part of the culture, the fashion. We're always gonna
like they started off as fads, but they stay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's always gonna be. We're always going to need to wear certain things. We're always going to need jackets. We're always going to need boots. We live in the cold weather and stuff like that. And that's just a part of our culture. We always, for several decades now.
Yeah, but
we've been wearing baggy clothes. That's just what's been comfortable for us. Well, now they have the tighter clothes, but still now, even with the people who wear the long dressy things that they call dresses or whatever, the shirts or whatever. That's back to the whole baggy. That's kind of like the big white T-shirts that they used to wear, you know. So yeah, I feel like those things are not really on the fad side. Those are like more integral parts of. They're always going to be around, sort of.
Since he said that reminded me. That's like a girl walking outside wearing a jersey dress or whatever. They don't wear those no more, but they do have stuff that looks similar like them. Like if it was a man, he looking at it like that's a shirt, but they telling me it's a dress. So in that case, they still wearing similar things. It just changed, and then the names changed too. You know what I'm saying? Like lugs, and then how you said, you know what I'm saying? You said lugs. I'm thinking like, well, okay, ain't that a boot? But if you told me no, then I'd be like, then what was I looking at all my life? But Tim's are like, you know what I'm saying, like I guess the new millennium boot lugs. I guess I don't know what you want to say.
But it's always going to be about in the hip hop culture,
right? About
name brand. So it's always going to be, you know, lugs is not the brand
that they talking about no more. No.
So yeah. That's what it's like nowadays.
That's like...
Well, I mean, that's how it's been now.
That's like if you heard somebody say, I got a fresh pair of J's. You ain't about to hear nobody say, I got a fresh pair of lugs. No. You're not about to hear that.
True. So, and then one of the things they had on there as well, it had, the bandanas.
Yeah.
And they also had overalls. Do y'all feel like overalls? Because I know people stop wearing them. Then they, like nowadays, a lot of my friends starting back or whatever. I'm starting to see girls would not wear overalls a little bit more. Okay. So what do y'all feel about that?
I feel like
it's something that
I put
is loved in it.
I feel
like, you know, overalls. That's more of a trendy thing. They come and go, but I feel like bandanas and stuff like that. I mean, it's not necessarily bandanas, but you know, black people, they always need something to go in their head. You know, women have to go to sleep with something so they can protect their head, so it can look a certain way or whatever. So, you know, that's more. It's gonna stay because, you know, they always need something to go in their head, basically.
I'm agreeing with that. Just for, like, I'm gonna go on a different level. I'm gonna go on the street side. Like, bandanas, it ain't never died, so you can't say, is it dead? It ain't.
Because that's a part of gang culture,
right,
too,
that's why I said I'm gonna go to the street side. You know what I'm saying? It ain't go nowhere. And then, did you just ask us, I'm trying to figure out. Say the second one again, because I'm unsure if you asked me the right question. Say it again.
Overalls.
Alright, I knew that's what you said. I just wanted to make sure he said that. On the up and up, overalls, I'll put a pair of them on. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll put a pair of them on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock it with the one thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then one connected or whatever. Of course, I gotta have at least one connected. But I don't see too many. I will walk outside and see I see more people walking down the street with a bandana than I will overalls. But like I just said, I rock overalls, so I guess it's still straight.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like, I don't know, maybe because y'all a little bit down south, I'm more up north, you know, and you know, with where you come from, where you going, you know, styles do change and whatnot. Because I see more people rock overalls nowadays, and like that was something like I remember like TLC, they was doing it a lot, you know, and you know,
right.
That was more like on the '90s things and stuff like that. Now, like, you know, this 2 decades later, you still see people rocking them. You know, I remember like, you know, like I said, in the '90s, maybe I saw people rocking them a little bit more. And then like the new millennium came, you didn't see people wearing overalls as much. You know, like 2001, 2, 3, you didn't see people wearing them as much. But now, like, you know, probably like the last 2 years, I've been seeing people come back out with overalls. So it's like you said, it's a trendy thing. You know, it just died down for a second, but it's I don't necessarily want to call it a fad because I feel like it's been around, you know, a little bit more. But like I feel like some stuff does die down, it just comes back up. Because even like people want to say like tattoos.
But I feel like that's the definition of a fad, though.
You know, and that. Yeah, honestly,
trendy.
but that's why I was saying I didn't want to call it that because I don't feel like it necessarily ever went away. It wasn't maybe as hot, but it don't ever went away. Like I feel like a fad is something that just goes away completely and then comes back. You know?
Or could that be? Or would you say that's the difference between a fad and trending? Or would you say that's the same thing?
Mm-hmm. Same thing, yeah. Fad and the trend, same thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Some of them fake, like you said, they'll come back. So it's like hard to say which one. You know what I'm saying? This is it, and it's not going nowhere. This is a fad. It's gonna go away. I mean, because I look at like some of the haircuts, like. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a hat top and the gumbies. Those was back in the 90s. Those was, you know what I'm saying?
No, in the 80s.
Like
they were 80s babies growing up into the 90s rocking those type of haircuts. But though, like 90s babies, we was fades. We growing up in the 2000s. My point in saying it is like it seemed like, oh, to them it's new. No, it's old. This just went away. Yeah, I just thought it looked cool because y'all watched the episode of French Prince, a rerun or whatever. But yeah, that's.
Because I feel like for example, like Timbs, they never went away. They never died down. You know, the Gumby, the hairstyles, those they went away completely. Then they came back. So I don't know. That's
a fad.
I guess if you want to, you know, if you want the denotative, I don't really know the denotative, you know, of bad trend. My connotative definition would just be like it went away completely. I feel like the overall they maybe died down, but they never went away completely. Bandanas maybe died down, they never went away completely. But even like another trend is like getting your nose pierced. You know, like dudes doing it. Like Tupac, he was the first person I remember, you know, did something like that. And then like, you know, dudes, nobody else really did it. But now you got dudes coming up in this era or this generation now, they starting to do it a little more. I would call that a fad or a trend, you know, getting the nose pierced. You know, it really was, he was here with it and then it was gone. Now it's back, you know. So, what do you feel about that as far as like, what would you call like the stuff that you think is a fad or a trend?
Okay, a fad. Feli, rocking Felis. That was a fashion, a brand that went away, and it sometimes you see it comes back when people rock like the shoes or whatever. You might not see nobody wear no shirt, no shirt or nothing, no Felis, but you it's possible you're gonna run into somebody that might got on a pair of Felis, the one that might look like the mixture between J's and Forces or whatever, but they Felis or whatever. But they not about to put on no Felis shirt or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the piece of clothing that you put on. Like you said, a starter jacket, depending on, you know what I'm saying, what it is, it's probably not gonna be war. Or even like something that won't go away. If you mean that, if you talking about something that won't go away, Forces, those won't go away. Timberlands, those won't go away. You know what I'm saying? Just the idea of what Cory said, a woman putting a rag on her head, that ain't gonna go away. The style of hair, the hairstyles, like we was talking about for the men or whatever, with the gumbies and the fades or the dreads or braids or whatever, you know what I'm saying, waves, that was popping, you know what I'm saying?
Dreads are never gonna go away.
Right. The regular man's haircut, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
What's a regular man's haircut?
Like just the, you know what I'm saying, just a little, you got your hair, all your hair. What you mean was you get a regular haircut, fool. You got waves in your hair because
there's a lot of. So you're saying it's a taper?
I mean, yeah.
Or
there
what?
You go, a fade, just a taper or a fade or however you
I don't get
it's
that.
a lot of different hairstyle, haircuts or whatever. Yeah, you got bald head, you got, you know what I'm saying, bald fade, skin fade, you know what I'm saying? That can go forever. That's like saying a girl with braids. What kind of braids she got in her head? Well, she got just straight back, or she got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna go through that. I mean, I'm just saying like, them wearing what they used to call them micro braids, them the kinky twists, them you know You know what I'm saying? Those was back at the Gap where the girls used to wear them when I was in like middle school and high school. You know what I'm saying? They don't wear them too much, but then again, I see a bunch of them doing it.
Braids are back.
Yeah. I'm saying like this is stuff that he's saying is concrete. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that'll go away. Like I said,
I don't think braids are.
Here's something that went away. FUBU. And it will never return. I don't care. It will never return. Like,
what were you saying, Cory? You said what about braids?
Like if we talking about women or black women or braids, that's always going to be something they're going to wear because that is a hairstyle that's complementary to their hair texture.
Yeah.
So that's always going to be.
Oh, like when he said to come back. Like now,
or we're gonna wear afro.
Yep,
that's
he got it,
or whatever.
He got it. He took the words right out of my head.
That's the way our hair grows out of our head. So this can't go away.
Right. Like now they like, you know what I'm saying? It went from being called a natural to an afro. Now it's back to this is my natural look. Okay, so now you taking it back. Okay, yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Or now the one thing, a hairstyle that ain't gonna come back. It's dead. It's just like FUBU, a Jerry curl. Ain't no nigga wearing a Jerry curl ever again. That's not gonna happen. That's like lugs. It ain't coming back. It's dead. I'm sorry. Here's something that probably will come back, but it was like one of them fads that was like, why did you even? Why? But I could see this maybe coming back after me saying this if somebody think about it. Crocs. I hated them shoes. I don't like the way they look.
No, those are... Well, let's not even talk about that. They're still here.
They shouldn't be.
No, they are. You still find... a lot of times, maybe...
but they died down.
I guess a little bit more. Like, being near Chicago, you see a lot of people, they always Crocs going out and stuff like that. Some rocks, trues and stuff like that. The Chicago style, it's mostly right next door to me, being up north here.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of that stuff a little bit more common and whatnot. So that way, that style, that brand, it is still good.
It should be burnt up and never returned. Like it died. Like when I was in Columbus, Ohio, it was like a lot. It was massive. Like. I don't know, maybe the whole city except for me or something. But it died down a little bit. But yeah, I guess that's it.
And then I had one last question for you, because we hear a lot of names drop from the fashion where probably middle class can't afford to like Tom Ford and stuff like that. To just regular things like Adidas and everything, or Nike. I was just wondering, like, what fashion wear that y'all would like to have saw, I guess back or something like that. Growing up wearing, maybe you see people wearing that NYC brand or Anichi. Some people call it Anichi. Some people call it NYC. Certain brand. What brands did y'all like? I want to say, I guess, miss. Or y'all, thought was really nice, or, y'all be like, Pumas or something like that. Like, I really enjoy them Pumas, but they, what brand did y'all really like growing up? Like, yeah, like, man, I put on some these. I thought I was fresh. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been into a brand junkie, so I don't know. That's hard.
I mean, I used to...
Even if it wasn't a certain brand that you maybe, because I ain't gonna say like, I will say that. Like, maybe you're not into like, the name brand, but what clothes do you see yourself wearing the most, or like what stuff do you, or maybe not, maybe it's not a brand, like maybe you just like wearing like, some people they just like wearing certain things. Like a lot of my friends or whatever, they enjoy wearing like, they have different color little gas station caps or hats that
that's a good one.
Beanies, I guess I should say. The Scullies, like some of my friends, they love the Scullies from the gas station. Like they get one every color because they like it's cheap. It go with anything and like you can pull it off or whatever. Keep your head warm.
Yeah.
So what styles did y'all appreciate the most? That's what I'm trying to ask. What style do y'all appreciate the most?
Yeah.
That maybe have left, and y'all like, I still rock it, even though it ain't the trend right now, but I still rock it.
Okay. On that note, first of all, when you say style and brand, I can do either or. Style, you know what I'm saying? That's like I still rock more so the baggy style clothes or whatever, like Scullies and fitted hats and hoodies and you know what I'm saying, certain type of jeans, whatever. I even rock, you know what I'm saying. I still even rock Dickies or whatever. The style, the brand, Dickies would be one of the brands that I would be okay with coming back. And it would either be between, you know what I'm saying, and the next two is artists, they brands or whatever for that matter when we was talking about music influencing, you know what I'm saying, fashion. Sean John and Rockaware. I was rocking with both of them, so I would be okay with that if I seen, you know what I'm saying, Sean John coming back with some new, you know what I'm saying, pants or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying, either or. I like Diddy's shirts more and then Jay-Z's pants more, but whatever.
It's funny you say that though, Sean, because Rocco actually has another brand. It's
Rock Nation.
When I worked at JCPenney. Nah, it was another brand, which it was new. He had just got it.
You did?
Like in fine print, it had it on the brand. It would be like Jay-Z Rockaware, but he changed the name.
Okay.
Or whatever, because like a lot of, I learned to see that a lot of brands are doing that now. Like Aeropostale, it's not as hot as it used to be, because probably for the price, because like everybody can wear it. Because like when it first came out, a lot of people wasn't rocking it, and it was more like it was kind of more like I don't want to say, it was more like a racial thing, like more I guess white people was wearing it, and whatnot. But it was like more white people wearing it. But then like I don't know, like people just started adapting to it and just buying it. But then like when everybody was able to afford it and get it, it kind of died down. Everybody was wearing it, and so now one of my friends, she'd go in and she'll get a shirt or something like that. Like I asked her one time, like, where she get the shirt from? Oh, it's a nice shirt. Where you get it from? Whatever.
Yeah.
And asked her like I could use it as a gift. Go get it something similar. Maybe use it as a gift for one of my other friends.
Yeah.
She was, it's Aeropostale. And what they did was they stopped putting their name on their clothes.
Yeah.
So now like people don't feel, you know what I'm saying? So now like they won't feel like they won't feel weird to wear, or they won't feel like somebody gonna talk about them, because that's what it mostly is. Like people care about what people gonna say, forget what people gonna say. What would you want to wear? And like that's what it is. People are like, I'm not gonna wear that because then I'm getting talked about. So what Aeropostale did, they stopped putting their name on a lot of their clothes, so that way they can still profit, because like it may be a nice shirt, but then they got this name on it, so people be like, I ain't gonna wear it. Now you got just a regular nice shirt. You can just rock anywhere. People gonna go, that's a nice shirt. You know what I'm saying? You just think and you keep it moving.
You know what?
And so Rockaware, they changed. Rockaware changed their name to I can't think of it. It was like Brooklyn something.
Oh.
But it was actually some nice clothes. They had joggers and stuff like that. We was selling it in JCPenney.
I thought you was trying to
say, Sean.
Well, first of all, I thought you was talking about Rock Nation. I was about to say, I do got a pair of Rock Nation jeans. But anyway, when you said what you said, I was thinking to myself like, well, that goes along with what I said. I wonder who was the person to influence what you said, because I know back in the Gap, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't see blacks or whatever or whoever in what I'm finna say, but when Lil Wayne said it, they started rocking the skinny pants and some Vans. This went back to what I said when you said about what you said about Aeropostale. Like nobody went, but you see, I see it now. And that's okay, and it shouldn't be like that. I don't think that it should be like, oh well, that's what they would wear. That's what they would wear. If you like it, like you said, wear it.
I want to wear a trench coat. I just want to wear a trench coat like Robert Stack all my life. And host.
You want to see trench coats come back in style?
I guess so. And be.
Hey, Hey, a trench coat still is in style. I don't care what you talking about.
Yeah, it is.
Cause I still wear one.
I ain't never. You ain't never had no trench coat.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
How you gonna tell
Nobody
me?
ain't never had no trench coat.
Shoot.
Except Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, right. I got one in my dad's garage. I got one in my dad's garage.
You better not wear no trench coat.
What you talking about? I got a purple one in my dad's garage. He got it's a purple trench coat.
Yo.
It's a purple one.
Yeah.
You a pimp?
Yeah.
You a pimp in your trench coat?
Some of that. I'd be Goldie the Mac. Hey, nah, I ain't even, we gonna leave trench coats alone. I ain't even finna talk no more about trench coats. That's enough said.
Mm-hmm.
But another style that well, did you say was you just said trench coats, Cory?
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I like hats. So
He
yeah,
sound like
probably
that.
what you were saying.
He sound like that girl out
Like when they used to wear
all that. I like eggs. I like hats. What?
when they was when we used to have those the ones with the wool ones with the bibs.
Oh,
I like those.
The flappy ears.
Oh, that came on the side of your head.
Yeah.
Not those.
Oh, them is cool too though.
But the one with the
I know what
bib,
you're talking about.
like a cap, but it was a wool. It had a cap in the front and it was wool.
Oh, yeah, okay, I like them too. I know what they talking about. It's like having a Scully and it's like having a Scully and a Fitted together.
You know, they used to be in colors.
It's like having a Scully and a Fitted together. It's more so the Scully, but it's
Like
still
when I used to have a black
it still
one.
got the fitted, the brim of the fitted or whatever. But it's a Scully.
You used to have one too.
Oh,
Yeah, I still rock them too.
I did have one of those.
I ain't got one right now, but I still rock it. I'm gonna get one. See?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
those
get one now.
see, that's what I'm saying. Those would be styled up. Those would be styled. I remember because I did have one of those.
I'm gonna get
I
one
know
of
what
them.
you're talking about.
And the other hat that you talking about, I like them too. The dog ears. That's what I call it. The ones with the flat.
Eskimo hat.
Yeah, and they come around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
like
see
that.
too many people wearing them anymore.
Eskimos.
Yeah, he's stupid.
That doesn't ever go out of style.
No, because they still rock one. I guess you're right.
Yeah. And I did a rat racing or something.
You did right, or who?
And I did a rat racer.
I did a rat racer. I'm trying to think. You got me lost too.
And I did a rat. You don't know what I did a rat is?
Idiot racer.
The dude who races the wolf dogs.
Oh,
I did a rat. What? Never mind.
Oh.
You saying a Denotative racer, a racer?
Yeah.
Denotative racer.
I got you.
But
He crazy.
I'm gonna end it on what style I like. What I was wearing when I was little. I miss rocking just the regular Pumas. A lot of people don't wear them now. At school, I see a lot of like foreigners. Maybe I shouldn't say foreigners. I see a lot of
Foreigners is fun.
people, wearing them at my school and whatnot. So I guess they like, epic. They big on style because like they wear a lot of like the Pumas and the Ferrari brand stuff like that. They big on that type of style. And Gucci, they wear a lot of that stuff. Like Gucci and Pumas and stuff like that. And they rock it all together. Maybe a Gucci bag, maybe like a Ferrari shirt and stuff like that and everything. And they big on that stuff. But like Pumas, I don't see too many people rocking Pumas as much. But I like Pumas. It was nice. Now I got into wearing like the little Nike skater shoes.
Yeah.
SD, that's what they call.
Hey.
I got into wearing those a little bit more. I wear those a lot. But and PF Flyers. That's actually which I didn't know. PF Flyers is actually a style that was back in like the 80s and stuff. People used to wear them because I guess back then Chucks was a little bit more expensive. And so instead of buying Chucks, a lot of people who couldn't afford the Chucks would wear some PF pliers. But now they kind of back. You know, that's the style that came back. And I rock them a lot. I rock some PF pliers or some Nike SD or whatnot. And, you know, I don't see too many Pumas that actually catch my attention anymore. So I don't even really wear them that much. But every now and again at school, I see somebody that has something on that's nice. And I like them. You know, they was comfortable and whatnot, and they was nice. I feel like I pulled it off, you know. But yeah, so I ended on that. That was now that I miss wearing. So
I was gonna say, since you said that, I was about to say, there you go about the putting it on and pulling it off, and you can put them on and you can pull them off, because I feel like with the style of clothes that you wear, you know what I'm saying, you would have a fresh pair of Pumas would be cool, but I wouldn't put a damn Puma on my foot. Just simple as that. But I had a Puma outfit, the jogging suit, but I don't like the shoes.
That was that was just my outlook at everything and how hip hop has changed and rearranged and then came back with all these different styles and everything. You know, just from different people that being on TV shows and stuff like that. Because you had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air wearing all like the colorful things and everything. You know, he also was a rapper too. You know, Will Smith and everything. And it's like, I even look at some of the stuff I got and it be like real colorful and whatnot, like with my hats, maybe like my jackets and stuff like that, or the windbreakers that he will wear. And like people wearing those nowadays. Like, I even got me a windbreaker. You know, people coming out with that and they be wearing like the colorful, flashy stuff or whatnot and trying to get the chains and stuff like that. And even with the chains, how stuff has changed with nameplates to now people just rock regular gold chains and stuff like that. You know, it's just hip hop is just a real big influence on fashion. And I guess I wanted to relate it through that because how Cory and Cory y'all deep into music, and I was just thinking music is what's making me wear the stuff I wear. And now y'all can get off my back how I dress.
Hey, nah, I told you don't be ashamed of what you wear. I say. And like I said, everybody can't pull off everything that they put on. You can put on some stuff, but you ain't pulling it off, if you get my drift. Everybody can't pull the same thing out.
I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to y'all, because I know y'all had another segment that y'all was going be supposed to do.
Well, it's story time then in that case. And
okay, so I thought we would play another story then. Big Shoe wants to start it off. So last time, what happened was, the ending was, what happened now? They were passing a law. Shoe had them passing a law about something. Oh, he said there was a law. He named it something crazy. And then I said that it was like getting rid of Taco Bell and all that stuff. And then I think Marc Lit ended it with it not happening. So I'll let Big Shoe start today.
Since that didn't happen, who was you talking about the president? Okay, so then that meant that was Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, he the president, ain't he? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave Chappelle is the president. I almost forget. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so since it didn't happen, Dave Chappelle thought he was gonna take him a good, nice, hot shower.
All right.
And go to sleep.
Let me review the rules.
Wait, what?
Again, before we start, I'm sorry.
Interruptions.
Because I think you were given too many adjectives. You weren't going to have it go anywhere. 17 words is all we use.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I got you. What else you got before I don't want you to interrupt?
And that's it.
Just 17 words.
Yeah.
I got this, man. You just dang.
What? Fiction.
Big interruption. Anyway, back to the story.
I was trying to guide you because
I already know.
Yeah.
I'm on top of. I'm A1.
Okay.
You know, like steak sauce. A1. Let's go. Let's get it.
Okay.
Anyway, so Dave Chappelle, he went in the house to call it a night. He took a shower. Next morning, he got him a nice hot cup of coffee, and in runs Charlie Murphy.
Lit.
In runs Charlie Murphy. Okay. To let him know that they was bashing him on the Saturday Night Live show. And he needs to do something about this. So Dave's come up with a great idea that
Big Shoe.
They would go on the Tonight Show to talk with David Letterman to figure out a way to really get back. So then they sat down and had dinner at Taco Bell and revised the plan.
Lit.
where you at, Cory?
I'm not doing Lit, go ahead.
What happened to your side of the story?
I don't know. I'm trying to get a groove today. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Okay. So you said they sat down at David Letterman show to talk about what they was gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Dave
Letterman asked, Dave, what did he feel? How does he feel about them bash him, on Saturday Night Live show? And what was he gonna do about it? Because he Dave Chappelle, one of the funniest men in America. So, he let Dave know people are waiting.
Are you counting?
So
You a bit
what
off.
happened?
Is any of y'all counting?
Yeah, I am. I don't know about him. So what happened?
Okay.
What happened was he set up a roast for him. So he was on the hot seat. Since they was bashing him, everybody was lined up for a roast, and he chose
some characters. You know what? He thought about this. He just gonna make a whole episode of the people he was gonna bash on the Saturday Night Live show. And so what he did, he made the episode look like a roast of those characters, but it was him making fun of those characters. And that's what he told Dave he was gonna do. And so Dave, as an Aaron, people seeing this. So the real plan was going to be something else, but this was just for them. And the real plan was
to put them inside of a room, each by themselves, in each room for each one, and it had filled their worst fears. And
their
What?
worst fears
Okay.
was something crazy.
What? What's going on?
So Dave, with his new connections that he has got from these other countries, was able to manipulate them into making fun of themselves. And next thing they know, the Saturday Night Live crew was canceled because they continuous of garbage episodes because Dave had manipulated their minds into being just
brainwashed.
nuts. Yeah, he brainwashed them, but the way he brainwashed them, it was like they brain cells had became just like noodles. and so they couldn't be funny no more. He took the funny sides of their brain and just dissipated it. And so the Saturday Night Live show was having a bad season.
And it went out within an hour of the show. It was destroyed.
What was destroyed?
The whole cast show. Everybody was fired because the producers didn't understand what happened to them. They thought that they went on strike. So they tried to raise their pay, but it didn't work. They were still unfunny. And then
okay.
And then Dave left a little message to let them know to never come at him again.
or else it'll be worse.
Yeah. Are you still? Is it still your turn?
I thought so. He only said like 7 words.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, Shooty started talking. I thought he was trying to cut in and say something. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. And that's how Dave got his revenge on the SNL show.
Okay. So that was the end?
Unless you should be a superhero and make it an end.
I'm confused about what happened.
Oh. Well,
so
recap.
Let's recap what happened.
The recap is, you know what I'm saying, he got up, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. I'm dying going through the whole thing.
I think you are. That's not a recap. A recap is...
He got up.
A recap is...
Let me tell you.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, lit.
So recap.
Bam.
So recap. Charlie Murphy told Dave SNL show was coming at his head.
Yep.
Dave went on the Letterman show to let him know he won't stand for it. Secretly, he devised another plan to make them go out of business or their season to be canceled by making them create multiple unfunny episodes. Season was canceled. Dave let them know he the one that did this, and then he also made one episode. He made one new episode of him embarrassing them, making it even worse for them because he knew they wouldn't have a way to come back because they was unfunny anymore. And then he left me be. So he won the battle.
Yep.
So he
the war.
So he destroyed Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I can end it then. After this accomplishment, Chappelle met with... No, let's say he went to where you go? To Thailand to celebrate, I don't know. To Thailand to celebrate his great deeds. And I can't think of the word I'm trying to use. It starts with a re, but it's not rejoice. It's to
recollect.
No.
To
that don't even make sense.
To bask in all his presidential glory. Then.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Indeed. We could pick up from there next time.
All right. I think that we'll end it right there.
That was good.
So yeah, I think we're wrapping up, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
I'm Cory Ballad.
And I'm B.I.G. Shoon. You know what it is. Hi.
And I'm Marc Lit.
And this was another episode. We did we tried out something new, and we'll be back.
It don't make sense.
It's lit at the night show.
And it's also lit at the podcast. Hear all our episodes by subscribing to Cory Ballad YouTube channel for all our new arguments, funny debates. You hear me? Just do the damn thing.